did. I was a single mom.
Yeah, I was a single mom for quite a few years, and wonderful, wonderful daughter, my daughter Tracy. And when the weekend would come, I was so busy trying to get things done for the week and get our clothes clean, and I was in sales at the time. It was a stressful job all week long. That, I think I missed a few things there. Thank goodness later on I started becoming more aware of my emotions and went back and as she's an adult now, and I asked her, I said, so did you know you were loved as a child? And she said, I always knew that, Mom. She says, you always got that across. She said, but I do remember that you were stressed. And now as a mom, because she works also, she said, I had to be careful to make time for the little things with my kids. They also know they're loved, and they also know their grandparents love them. That, for some reason, I got across, thank God. But the fun you can have with your child. I see commercials on TV, take time to play with your child. I kind of miss that with my first. With my second and third, I was more consciously aware of what was going on with me, how I would stress myself out, and just let a little bit of it go. My house was definitely not as clean with my second and third kids. Things weren't as perfect as they were with my first one. And what I learned is it really didn't matter. The kids were very happy. They didn't care how pristine the house was, or if we had hot dogs instead of a 3-course meal. So I kind of took my own example, and I think that's why I get on my soapbox, because I really, really, really intended to be a good parent. I mean, that was one of my biggest desires, and yet I blew it sometimes. I just wasn't aware of what the stress was doing to me and all the juggling was doing to me. And I wasn't aware of how much perfectionism I'd carried into that role as being a mom. And a lot of times I let that job not be as fun as it could have been. It was more of a responsible, do it right kind of mom thing, which had its good points, but at times it wasn't balanced for me. So I think that's why I talk to people now when I get parents in class and go, but I don't have time. And I go, yeah, you do. You do have time. You do have time. This is the important stuff. And these years are going to go away so quickly. And what you're doing is you're creating a new human being. So, no, the house isn't vacuumed. Your kid is happy, healthy, loved, enjoys being with their parents, wants to pass on those good feelings to others. To me, now, that's what's important. That's really teaching your child the important components of social, emotional learning. It's like, what are really the important things in life? It's actually not how much money we have, or, we have some basic needs to meet, but there's so much more to life and so much more fulfilled we can all feel and pass on to our kids. To me, that's the important thing. Stop right now and pass the right ingredients onto your kids. Make them kind, loving, caring people by being kind, loving, and caring with them.
That's beautiful.